Well, Mike, I mean, Gary Neville said in commentary that the defenders are just not good enough. Is there more to it than that?
We can't say they're not good enough. Walker has been first choice for England for years. You can't say in this system, probably is a fair comment. The problem is 50 million for Mendy, 50 million for Walker, 50 million for Stones, 60 million for Cancelo. Now Ruben Dias, another talked about 55 million. Like, if you're going to pay 50 million for defenders, you have to agree with what Gary's saying. You've got to defend better than that. But for me, the Man City defenders are just the reactive instead of proactive. They're thinking, Pep said there, that let's go get the next goal. All of them are thinking about going forward rather than just holding your position. The Fernandinho situation for me, that changed the game. Was the game 1-1 at that time?
Yes.
It was 1-1 at that time, and just after that happened, they capitulated. You can see here with his body language, he's not happy. 51 minutes he's being subbed, and he's Manchester City's best player for me, most consistent player. As soon as we take him out there, mentioned before, Rodri, he's not agile in there, he can't move, he's not reading play. Yeah, he's good on possession, but for me, I think teams are starting to figure City out.
Our guys have done some quick calculations. The Ruben Dias transfer, should it go through, would take Guardiola's spending on defenders to £400 million here at Manchester City. Do you think that we would talk before at the start of the season about City and Liverpool being the main two again? Does this change your view on City's title challenge?
I fancied Liverpool to retain it. When you try and apply logic to football, it comes back to bite you. It can embarrass you. But I'll try and introduce some logic to the argument or the discussion. Liverpool won it by 18 points last year. Liverpool, in my opinion, have strengthened big time. So that makes them even stronger. I look at City right now, whether Diaz comes or anyone else comes, I tell you, they're going to have to be more than just Diaz comes to take City from 18 points behind Liverpool to getting in front of them. If you are accepting, and I think we all accept, people in football, to a man, I think would accept Liverpool are stronger today than they were 12 months ago. And that's music to my ears, obviously. But I think that's a marker when you look at what City have shown already, what the other possible challengers. You're saying that of all the teams you've seen that might challenge them, it's Leicester after today. But I have to say there's a caveat. We all get carried away, and this is our job to pass comment and make observations 3 games in, Dave. 3 games in. Some players need 5 and 6 games to get fully fit and up to speed. But right now, I think Liverpool, again, could run away with it again.
Yeah, I don't think we can get too excited with the 3 games in. I totally agree with you. But it's the manner in the defeat. 5 goals at home.
Yeah, but we've all been there, Micah. We've all been there where, I look at West Ham on the very first day against Newcastle, like a shadow, and you're thinking, I've got the pre-season wrong. They either overtrained or undertrained. Man United in the very first game against Palace, overtrained or undertrained. I'd expect all them to get better and better once they're match fit.
Yeah.
It's been a short pre-season. A lot of these players,
it's
not just here as well, they've been out on international a week before, looking back at Spurs' first game against Everton. So you can talk about teams that haven't performed in the first game.
It's a unique perspective at the start.
It is, and this is a blip for Man City, a major blip. But look, the kind of players they've got, and they're not going to come up against Leicester every week, that are going to perform in that way and haven't got the counter-attacking threat that Leicester have got, because they are one of the best at what they do. They've got Jamie Vardy, they've got the pace, incredible. So,
yeah, but it's not going to be that much easier next week. They've got Leeds. Leeds are going to set up the same way with Bielsa. They're another team that's got promoted, and unbelievable. It's going to be another tough test, especially off the back of this result, for sure. Confidence is going to be hit.
If you go back to how that game panned out today, the first City start on the front foot. Leicester have their game plan to try and contain them. They get a wonder goal, Mahrez, and they have lots of possession. This vantage point is absolutely fantastic. We're in line with the 18-yard line. City attacking this end in the first half. They're getting to the 18-yard line time and time again. Nearly every time they cross the halfway line, they get to the 18-yard line. They miss, for me, a bit of cuteness. There was none of that cuteness that Aguero definitely gives them. Jesus doesn't give them it. He gives them high energy, run the channels more. But Aguero is the original fox in the box, one of the best strikers we've had in the Premier League. And it may have been a different story if he'd been on from the start. Because with that amount of possession and that amount of times you get to the 18-yard box, you're looking for that. I didn't see, how many times can you sit after a game and say, I can't remember anything Raheem Sterling did today. I can't remember anything.
That position up front, he's played in there before, but he's better coming off the left or the right, making them runs when he's got to go up the front.
We might have been having a very different conversation today if Aguero had been on the pitch.